Get out the insurance cards, get out the copays. The office is open, my friends. Brought to you by drroto.com.
Hey there, everybody, it's Dr. Roto. Get out the insurance cards, get out the copay. The office is open, my friends. It is time for week number 11. And it already started out with I think Travion Henderson is still running against the Jets, but the president of the Kyle Williams fan club is here. He has the big W on his sweatshirt for Williams, or is it for Willie Walls? I'm not sure.
It doesn't matter, but he did his job. He gave me my 14 points. That's all I needed from that bastard. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
I didn't play
on that showdown, though. He was not playing on the showdown, but he did his job on that one time. All it takes is one time.
Swami, did you have Kyle Williams?
When he said play him, I trusted in Willie, and I played him one time. So
good for you.
Yeah,
and he played a lot of Henderson. He played a lot of Henderson. And
it was matchup based. I'm still not on the train like you and Willie.
See, he's gonna still be disrespectful, man.
Well, it'll be interesting to see because I think Stevenson will be back next week.
Right.
And then will they let Henderson get 70% of the touches, or is it going to be 50-50? Because Henderson, to me, is way better than Stevenson.
He is.
And that Jennings guy flashed behind him or whatever, that guy, he looked like he had some juice.
Now, see, I'm going to be off of him when Stevenson's come back because he's not going to get the same volume that he was going to get. And Stevenson can take those goal line touches away. But, hey, all I needed was those 2 weeks for, that 2 weeks for me on this. I played him 2 straight weeks, and that's all I need.
Last week was a good week for me, guys. I correlated all over that Arizona game. So have to see. I don't know. The only game that feels correlating to me this week feels like Pittsburgh, Cincinnati, but I think a lot of people will be feeling that way, but we'll see.
I like another game.
Yeah, it's another game, Stock.
I like another game better than that.
You
sure.
do?
Yeah.
It must be the Tennessee-Houston game. I'm sure you like that one.
No.
Said no one ever.
I like Woody.
Pause.
Yeah. All right. Let's go. Wait. So Permar says, what did he say? Galaxy Brain played Kyle Williams. It was Kyren Williams. Name correction from Willie. He is disrespecting you, Willie.
No,
Willie knew Kyle Williams. Do not disrespect him. He's got the W on his sweatshirt, Permar. Come on.
Absolutely. That is disrespectful, sir.
Terrible. All right. Great. He's back. Lieutenant Colonel, thank you for your service. That's right. And a very happy Veterans Day. I know I wished it to you earlier, but I know it's a little late in coming. Willie, did you enjoy your Veterans Day? Did you get your feet all over the place?
Because I was cold as hell because I was out working, serving the veterans, and I was outside, and it was windy. And it was cold. It was brutally cold outside, but it was worth it because after I finished, I went to about 6 or 7 restaurants. I drove straight there. And now I'm still going to be eating. I'm going to have some Friday, Saturday. So I bought it I only had one thing that night, but I was going for the other day. So I am well stocked for this weekend because of that.
Swami, did you do anything special for Veterans Day? Besides watch Willie eat?
Yeah, I'm not as unimpressive as Willie. He's stocking up on treats there. No, but I definitely like to get out and enjoy the festivities. It's a great day. It's filled with patriotism, and I appreciate the love. Thank you all.
All right, let's kick it off with the Chargers flying across country to Jacksonville. 43.5 points. Doesn't feel like a lot of points. You know why? Because it's not a lot of points. But they're saying that Gadsden is playing, right? That's a good thing to see. I'm trying to check here now. Brian Thomas is questionable. He practiced in a limited fashion today. So talk to me, Willie. Any interest in this game at all?
I'm going to be honest with you. Not a lot of interest. Listen, I know Herbert is a great play. And if you want to play McConkey or whatever, I'm not mad. Or the tight end. But I don't like somebody coming off that injury. And he burnt me on that slate. So I'm going to be a no thank you on this one because I don't want that rascal walking in on me. He bumped knees and bumped me out, and didn't come back, So I I mean, it's a play, but I just don't think this is a game I'll be concentrated on, honestly.
So, I mean, Herbert's a good play, but I mean, do we know who to pair him with? Because when you've got 4 guys like they have, you got to pick the right ones, because if you don't, you lose.
Here's the good news. Ladd has decided to catch the ball, and I think Mr. Gasson is going to be healthy. He just had, I think, a knee contusion, Willie. That's not like the man was out for some significant amount of time, but that can hurt. So I think that's the 2 I like the best this week based on matchups is Ladd and Glad. As much as I love Keenan, he seemed like he has been not the same Keenan that started the season. He's more like Keenan Ivory Wayans or something right now. So no, thank you on him. He's going to have to get back into the mix, get 7, 8 targets before I look at him. So I think they're my 2 favorites.
Isn't it weird how Keenan Allen got really old during the season? Like he
Yeah.
started young and sprightly, and now he feels like a grandpa.
Well, he's an
Between
older
week 3
guy.
and week 4.
They start out fast, but as they get older, you slow down, and
You would know. You would know.
All right. Tampa Bay going to Buffalo. This game's a 48.5 spot. Now, guys, Buffalo can't stop the run, but Bucky Irving's not playing. I mean, Sean Tucker could be in play. Rashad White could be in play. Tampa can't stop the pass, but Dalton Kincaid is not playing. So Shakir is a play, but I don't know if we trust it. Swami, is Josh Allen in play? Is Ibuka in play? Do you like anything here? I will tell you that I think Sean Tucker on FanDuel is interesting. I think he might find the end zone.
Josh Allen is always a man of interest. Let me just say that. But the Bills have been they've been pretty awful. They've underperformed these last couple of weeks. So it gives me cause to pause at that price. You really don't like anybody he's getting the ball to enough. Shakir might be the next best thing. If anything, I think this might be a Cook game. He's been a little down the last couple of games. It might be time for him to bounce back and get back in there. But if I liked anything here, I think it's just a Buka. Buka. And I'm going to let you guys have the rest of it. I'm going to take a Buka, though. I think he's a really good play. They haven't stopped wide receiver 1 in 5 weeks. I don't think they'll stop him again this week. I really like a Mecca.
I like Ibuka too. I mean, but our friend King to Icon said, and I agree with he too, Allen is in play, Willie. He is in play because when they need a win, they lost a bad game last week. Dawson Knox could easily catch a touchdown on the cheap. Maybe we shouldn't overlook this.
See, I'm going to think the other way, though, and that's why I'm not going to get to him. I'm going to just have a couple. My pool is going to be small this week, and this is the reason why. I want to get guys that's going to get 40 points. Now, no disrespect to Mr. Josh Allen. Listen, he is a little different without Kincaid. Okay, because the guys I'm going on this slate is, and I can get somebody who I could get 2 people for 11 grand that's went over 50 in 2 or 3 games, and that's been over 40 for other games, and I'll let you figure that out. But what I'm saying to you is, he could get 40, but no thank you on this one, because without Kincaid, they're a little different. They're a little different without Kincaid. It shows that he's thrown all his interceptions when Kincaid is not in the game. And I just think that he is their guy that opens things up. So and Buka is an okay play to me. But this game for me, I'm just not getting to it.
Doc, would you like some of this? Because this is what Willie must be smoking.
No, I'm not smoking that.
He's got some 40-point guys. He's about to get. I can't.
No. Well, Josh Allen, no. I think one of the 40-point guys is Puka. One of the 40-point guys is JSN.
40.
So I'm going. I'm going. No.
I mean, look, they're 30-point guys. They're 30-point guys.
But what I'm saying is they could go for 40, and I will explain why I like JSN so much.
Okay. All right, I'm looking forward to it. All right, Permar wants more reefer plays from Willie. Let's go. All right. Here's an interesting one. This is the gross game of the week. The Bears go to Minnesota. People watched J.J. McCarthy be absolutely horrible last week. I mean, he was throwing hospital balls. Justin Jefferson wasn't even going for those balls because he didn't want to get killed somewhere in the second half. But, Willie, what if I told you J.J. McCarthy's cheap? He's in play. Maybe you go back to that Jefferson, to JJ again and see what it does for you. Are you against McCarthy and Jefferson?
I don't mind Jefferson because Jefferson had he apologized because he's had some personal issues going on with himself, and he's been dropping some balls too. It's not on McCarthy. He's dropped balls, and there was a defensive back was talking trash to Mr. Jefferson from Chicago. Talked some trash, talked about him. So I think Mr. Jefferson at 7,500 is an interesting GPP play in this game. I think Mr. Jefferson can go he could be one of those guys that might go for a possible 30 points in this game. He hasn't done it in a while, but I think this is a matchup where he could get it done. So I think Mr. Jefferson is definitely in play for me. And I'm not mad at McCarthy, but I still like these two quarterbacks that is going to be mostly in most of my lineups, and I'll explain why later. But
are you looking at McCarthy at all?
I think he's worth a shot. He's not a core.
I mean, at 5,200, it's a little pricey. I mean, I want to be a little cheaper, Swami. I don't hate McCarthy to Jefferson, but it feels like I need a lot to go right for that game to explode.
I think a lot can go right. I think somebody said this is a sneaky kind of game here. I think the Bears are giving up a ton of yards. I know you said it on first look, and I agree with you that it was more about McCarthy being off target than it was about anything with Justin Jefferson. So I'm not sure where Walls is coming from that he just been awful. Talking about Mr. Jefferson, I don't think so. I think McCarthy has to get better. He has to put the ball on the receivers, and I think if he can do that, then this game can be very interesting.
Just so you know, Mr. Jefferson said that. I didn't say it. He said that at a press conference, sir.
I think he was saving J.J. McCarthy's face.
Exactly.
Because let me tell you, those balls were bad, poorly thrown.
No, I get it. But what I'm saying is he's also dropped some balls too, unlike Mr. Jefferson. That's all I'm saying. Because he's had some drops too. So what I'm saying to you is he said he can play better. So I like a guy that does that. But I like a guy because he's got a point to prove because that guy talks some trash about Mr. Jefferson, and that's disrespectful.
Ryan Santos says Jefferson's going back to savage mode. I think he's the sneaky play on the slate. I do.
Yeah.
I mean, you agree, Swami?
Oh, remember, he have his biggest games in the series at home every year. I think maybe his first year was like 1 point or something like that. But his split is at home in this series, this matchup. I think that again, the Bears haven't been able to stop anybody. Again, they've been getting away with timely turnovers and being able to, I guess, when folks get down in the plus territory, they slow down. But it hasn't been the defense just dominating at this point. So I can see them moving the ball up and down the field. And if they can get something going, I'm talking about McCarthy being consistent, they can get something going, it could be really interesting. Because I'm confident the Bears will probably find a way to do something to keep it, that back and forth. It's just a matter if McCarthy's going to be sharp.
And Jefferson made the ultra contrarian lineup. All right. The Giants are playing Green Bay. Famous Jameis Winston, who I think should have his own TV show, is starting. Darius Slayton is out. Wan'Dale Robinson and Theo Johnson might be in play just from sheer volume because Jameis doesn't care if he throws 5 picks and fumbles twice. He's slinging it, which we love. Honestly, for fantasy, we love it. My question is, Trevor was convinced on the first look that LaFleur the fans are not happy. The Packers are not playing great. They need to open up the offense. Is there a way, Willie, for Christian Watson, Romeo Doubs, Jordan Love, Josh Jacobs? But Vegas only thinks this is a 43.5 spot. What say you, Willie Walls?
Listen, I get it, and Jordan Love can because this is a great matchup. Now, a great matchup. But, I am not going to get to Mr. Love. And Dobbs, listen, you can have him in that little 1 point with that little big helmet that he wears. No, thank you. Not on this slate. I mean, but McLeod, nah. I mean, listen, if you want to get there to get some guys in your game, I'm not mad at anything like that. But I just think that if he can't do it in this matchup, Mr. Love, then they got some issues.
Right.
Yeah, if he can't do it in this match, because this is a great matchup for him.
Do you like Christian Watson as much as Trevor did?
No. I mean, Christian Watson didn't play, but I'm not gonna. I mean, the guy I would like more than anybody for Green Bay would be Jacobs. Going against these guys. I mean, that would be my favorite play of everybody because this is the reason why I don't like Christian Watson. I don't know who he's gonna throw it to. You understand what I'm saying? So I know I got people on this slate that's going to get the rock. They're on this slate. So why do I need to play guacamole to find out which guy I'm going to go? So that's why I'm not getting there. But Jacobs as a running back is in place.
So Swami, people are saying Watson, people are saying Dobbs, Willie saying Jacobs. I agree with all those things, but I also agree with Willie that we have no idea what Green Bay is going to do.
And that's why the fans love Willie, because they want to hear your opinion when it's not obvious, Willie. So please, ante up. Stop holding back over there in your little fancy apartment.
Hey, well, listen. If I had to play anybody, it would be Christian Watson. But I'm not getting to him on the slate. But if I had to play a receiver, that would be the guy. It would be.
Are you playing Josh Jacobs?
Oh yeah.
Hold on. Are you playing Josh Jacobs?
No. I'm not getting to it. He's not a corner. I'm gonna tell you the reason why. I got other backs and other stacks that I like more. That's the only reason. But he's a play. But he might sneak into 5 or 6 lineups if I got 20. Okay.
Doc, listen to that. What camera am I on?
You're 2.
Zoom in. This core stuff that he has around is just smoke and mirrors. Just ask him if he's playing a guy, Doc. Don't even get to that core.
I'm gonna play some Jacobs. I told you.
He always says 20 lineups, and then I'll watch him build lineups for 3 or 4 hours. I'm telling you, you could hand it to somebody who's never played this, and they would finish 20 lineups in less than 3 or 4 hours, which tells me he's playing more than what he's letting on. But anyway, Doc, I think Jacobs is probably the best play on that side of the ball. Unfortunately, last 5 games, other than Pittsburgh, I don't think Love has played very well. They're struggling. I think the struggles are real. I think having the receivers in and out the lineup isn't helping. People forget none of them have been healthy. He's lost his tight end. Reed hasn't been available. Watson hasn't been available most of the season. Dobbs has left the game. I mean, so we got to take that into account as well. They're just not clicking right now. And on the other side of the ball, the Giants been decimated. And so I don't even know if they could keep pace. So it's not what Willie said, is who he's throwing it to. I don't think they'll have to throw it. The Giants, I have to show me that they can keep up.
Do you like Theo Johnson or Wandale because Jameis is going to sling it?
I think they'll become interested, but not seeing Jameis out there. And remember, while the Packers offense hasn't been playing very well, the defense has been all right. So I'm not thinking that Jameis will be able to do much against that Packers defense.
I agree with King Tycon. I think Theo Johnson should get a bunch of targets. I do.
If I had to do a stack in this game, the way I would stack this game, if I'm going to play it, will be Winston, Theo Johnson, and the receiver you were talking was
Watson?
No, not Watson. No, for the Giants.
Wandale
and running back with Jacobs. If I had
remember,
to
other than McBride, no tight end has done much against them.
I'm just saying, if I had to play a stack in this game, which I'm not, so I'm just saying that would be my guy.
We've got a couple of no stank you games here. The Texans going on the road to Tennessee. Swami, this one feels like there's maybe 2 players. One is Nico Collins. The other is Woody Marks. But I read something where the offensive coordinator basically didn't commit to Woody Marks. He said the game just kind of evolved that way. Now, all I could tell you is my eyeballs saw Woody Marks or see Woody Marks as way faster than Nick Chubb, who stinks. Is Woody Marks a good play or a great play this week, Swami?
I think he's a better play. Better play than probably Nick at this point, Chin Chubbs. I don't think you necessarily want Stroud dropping back a whole bunch of times against this
Stroud's not playing. It's
opportunity.
Mills.
I'm sorry. You don't want Mills dropping back a bunch of times. Yeah, he was able to come back and had that decent second half, but you're not going to keep doing that. They want to keep pounding the ball. You saw it at the end of last week where their last game where they kind of moved the ball down the field, running the ball, controlled the game with the running game, and that was their offense looked much better. They were successful that way. I don't think they want them dropping back and just having to sling the rock. That was cute, but I wouldn't trust that to happen again because Tennessee can't do very much. Just keep that defense on the field, just methodically move it down. And so that would mean marks all day. But if they don't and they do something goofy, then I would just stay away from this game.
Willie, Marks feels like a great play. Permar goes and he says he's good against man gap spots. I get it. But I also feel there's something in my bones that say, hey, I'm chasing points. Marks was great, but they don't throw to him out of the backfield like they should. He gets 1 or 2 catches. I'm not saying he's a bad play. I'm just saying I don't think I'm getting 20 points. Agree or disagree?
I think I like Marks. I really like him in this game. He had 27 points for the last time I played Tennessee. The last game he played him, he had 27 points, and this is a good matchup. And the reason I said, listen, I know now that the assistant coach might have said, but his head coach has been talking him up all week long. His head coach, and that's the head coach. Okay, so I think Woody is definitely in play. I like this matchup. He had 80% of the snaps last week. And listen, guys, I could look at film. I mean, listen, Charles is done. Let the young guy do it in a great matchup going against Tennessee. I think Woody is in play in that $5,400. Yes, he's going to be one of my guys, and I'm going to be playing one of my cores that I have.
Really? So in 20 lineups, how many will Woody Marks be in?
About 12.
60%?
Wow.
Yeah. 10 to 12 because I'm going to be doing well, you can say that, but I'm going to be doing a couple of things that I want to get some other players in.
Okay. Are we going to be going expensive? I know your other running back. I don't even have to tell you. I know who it is. I guarantee I know who it is. He's got 2 initials. Who's
that? Who you say? Who's the other?
You want Puka in, you want JSN in, you want those guys in, do you not?
Oh, I like both of those guys, but also I like Mr. Chase too. So don't
right. So the three running backs that are cheap are Jalen Warren, Woody Marks, and RJ Harvey.
I can't. I'm not gonna get to Harvey. I see that. I understand.
But you're gonna get a Warren.
Oh, I love Warren, yeah. and I love Brown. I think Brown is in a great spot, and they got an injury, and he's gonna get it all. You know what I mean? So I just think that Brown is in a good spot in this game. So I'm more on the Cincinnati side than I am the Pittsburgh side, to be honest with you.
All right, guys. Atlanta's playing Carolina. Now, I thought Trevor had a great point. First of all, Bijan Robinson has not had that explosive game in quite a while. This feels like it could be that game. Drake London going against cover 3, eats cover 3. Carolina awful against tight ends. Kyle Pitts feels like in play. Here's my problem, Swami. I can give you 3 guys I like. But I don't like Michael Penix at all. Michael Penix looks bad. Are we playing any of those 3 Falcons?
If you don't like Michael Penix, then you don't like the Falcons. If he's turning the ball over, if he's not converting first downs, it's going to look like the first game. If he's playing well, it's going to look like the game he had that he showed the spark at the end of the season where he had 28 fantasy points. So it's going to depend on which Penix is going to show up. When him and London are clicking and Pitts decide to catch the football and they actually try to get the ball to Robinson, the team looks totally different. But when he's struggling and he's not playing well, no thank you. I think the Panthers would then go in there on the road, hand it off to Rico, and then and control the game. So if you like this game at all, you got to like Penix, I think.
Willie, last time these 2 teams played, Atlanta was embarrassed, 30-0, right? Was it a 30-0? Something disgusting like that?
Yeah.
Do
you think that Rico can do it again, or do you think that this Atlanta gets it right this time?
First of all, I don't know how healthy Rico is. You understand what I'm saying? Rico's been banged up a little bit. And hey, I wanted you a little healthy. But if I had to stack somebody in this game, the two guys I would like would be Rico and definitely the wide receiver for him. I mean, he's
London.
been London, because this is the great thing about London. He don't need to be open. He throw the ball up. Now listen, London has made some spectacular catches, so he don't need. See, London is one of the guys that need separation. So I just think that London and Rico will be my interest in this game. And I love Bijan, but listen, this Algier stuff, man, that pisses me off the way that goes.
I want to get to what Heat said here. Now, you know how much I respect Heat's knowledge. Carolina only throws the ball like 28 times a game. You're not getting enough dropbacks, in my opinion, because they run it so much. So if you don't get enough dropbacks, I'm not getting enough sacks. If I'm not getting enough sacks, I'm not getting enough. That's my problem, because I like Atlanta's defense, but I worry that even when they're losing by 20, Dave Canales is not letting Bryce Young throw the ball 52 times. Just saying.
But at 33, that's not a bad shot to be able to get some other people in it. So I'm not mad.
No, it's smart. It's smart. You get 5 points, you're good.
Doc, I cannot play a defense that's 32nd ranked against the run against a team that can only run.
Right.
The math not math. I would stay away from Atlanta's defense this year.
It's one of my favorite lines, Swami. The math's not math.
It's not bad.
Love that. All right. Here is a big game. If I'm going to correlate, this game has these next 3 games have correlation written all over the place for me. Cincinnati against Pittsburgh, guys. I see it in so many ways. First, from Pittsburgh, I think Aaron Rodgers is going to have a game. There's no way Aaron Rodgers doesn't throw 2 touchdowns, maybe 3. Jalen Warren firmly in play. Don't laugh. I think DK Metcalf may not be in play because it feels like Cincinnati shuts down number 1 receivers, but they don't shut down slot receivers, Calvin Austin. They don't shut down tight ends, Jonnu Smith. On the other side, Chase Brown, Jamar Chase, Joe Flacco, T. Higgins. Load them up, line them up, Swami. There's a million ways to play this. How are you playing it?
Doc, I heard you on the first look. I think you gave this game a little praise then. But that's what started making me feel a little bit nervous. We've seen this kind of before. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's Pittsburgh's defense, the way they showed up on film these last couple of games. Maybe the fact that the game's on the road, they're playing in Pittsburgh. It was something, but Joe Flacco is on fire. I mean, he's hot as fish grease. But it was something that I felt like a breeze or something that went by. I don't know what it was. It was something that just felt like could this possibly be a game that we see not, go over, not deliver? And then when I looked at the film, I couldn't see it, Doc. This game is going to be a shootout. I couldn't see nothing showed. It looks like the Pittsburgh side. Aaron Rodgers is the one he's going to be playing whack-a-mole. He's going to be going around everybody. These tight ends are going to be involved. I think Metcalf will get some targets, obviously. I think he'll be involved. It's going to be everybody on their side. I think they're going to be up and down. And it just didn't look like, the best that could, I would say the worst when I say the best, but the best that could happen is that Joe Flacco goes in there, throws for 3 or 4 touchdowns, and I think Aaron Rodgers can match him with 3 or 4 touchdowns. This game could go nuts. But that feeling is what I'm trying to get over of how the Pittsburgh defense has been playing and the fact that they're playing in Pittsburgh.
This game is going to go nuts, Willie. We know it's going to go nuts. Jalen Warren is an outstanding play. But do we keep it simple and go like Flacco, Chase, Higgins, Warren? Or do you do Flacco, Chase Brown, Chase Warren? I mean, there's so much you can do here. This feels like the week where Alicia won her $1 million when you just stacked the crap out of this one.
I'm going to tell you why I kind of agree with Swami. I kind of brings by me too. This is the reason why. They're playing in Pittsburgh. You know what I mean? The other game was in Cincinnati. And I saw Pittsburgh manhandle a team. I forgot who they played.
It was Coles. They manhandled a couple.
You understand what I'm saying? So what I'm saying to you is, they're in Pittsburgh. That's a different venue in Pittsburgh. So I understand what Swami is saying, but I'm going to play it. But I'm not going to be all in on it. But I just think that if Pittsburgh is still going to be stupid, and you're going to let Chase run like he's running, and they got injuries in the back of the end zone. I mean, my favorite combination would be Flacco, Chase. I mean, Chase and then run it back with Warren. Or I think you can play both backs in this game because I think Chase Brown is in play. because he's going to get all the touches. He's going to get all the touches.
Samaje Perine is injured. Taj Brooks is a rookie. Chase Brown is getting 24 touches.
Yeah, and if he getting that, he's going to get 21, 20, and he's 5,700. You understand what I'm saying? So he's a great player. I think Warner's in a great spot. You saw what running backs have been doing to Cincinnati in the run game. You know what I mean? They have been getting slaughtered. And I believe he had 22 points. It's a better game, but I think I'm not mad at King too by saying instead of going Chase, go with Higgins. You know what I mean? I think
but Higgins does always play better at home. Higgins is like a cheat code at home.
Right. So I just think that's how we can get different in this game. Like because everybody's going to be playing Chase, right? Do you agree?
Yeah.
If we go with Higgins and Higgins could come up with one of those 2 touchdown games, that means that we got some money left for some other guys and some more spots that we're going to get into later on in the fight. But this game is great to stack. But I agree with Swami. There's something in the back of my head that I'm not feeling like I knew not for a fact when they were playing in Cincinnati what was going to happen, and I had a great week that week. But this right here is one of those things where it's just something about. It's something about it, but it's great plays. But Doc, it's hard to explain, man. It's hard.
I think you're overthinking it. You have crappy defense versus pretty crappy defense. You got two quarterbacks that can't run, so they're just going to throw.
Yeah, I agree, but I like it better on the Cincinnati side.
I agree with that. All right, except one thing. Here's one thing that bothers me about this game. Do you know what Vegas has this game at? This game has, if I'm not mistaken, Vegas only thinks the Bengals are getting 21 points.
I thought it was a 50. Did it go down?
It is, but it's like 27.25 to 21.25. Something like that.
Okay.
Isn't that weird that Vegas is thinking Bengals are only getting 3 touchdowns?
50 still kind of high, Doc. I don't
it's not about that. It's that the Steelers are favored by so many.
They're favored by how much?
The Steelers are favored here by 5.5. And it's a 48.5 spot.
Oh, so it did drop down. Okay.
Just saying, the numbers are going lower, which that's the only thing that stops me from going all in.
But see, but I'm telling you,
that cold breeze.
If we all have that little, it's something about this game. I can see we say, damn it, I knew it. I should have played this thing. You know what I mean? So,
all right, let's go to the afternoon games. We've got 4. Arizona against San Francisco. Willie, I'm thinking I may want to go back to the well. And my well is a very simple well. I'm going to keep it very simple. Jacoby Brissett, Trey McBride, Christian McCaffrey. Thank you. Bye.
So listen, so now we're talking. And this is what a lot of people are not on, which I disagree. Listen, man, let me see. This Brissett, dude, they still not respecting him. And the dude is getting 24. Listen, when you could get for $1,100, get 50 points from $1,100. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now, I'm going to tell you another reason why I'm going to give you some stacks on this thing. Now, this is my favorite game. Now, let me tell you, this is the other thing that I say about this game. Another thing, Brissett has been under siege. He's been getting a 50% pressure rate. Okay, 50% pressure rate and still been balling. Do you understand what I'm saying? 50%. Now he goes against San Francisco. Guess what their rate is? 27%. And they haven't had 2 sacks since week 2. Over 2 sacks. Yes, sir. Brissett gonna be back there. Oh, I got a little time. Let me tell you something. So give me some Brissett. Listen, almost lock button for, give me the tight end, lock button, give me the tight end. And yes, I do, and I got 2 choices at receiver. Which one I want on this one? I might take Dortch, he'll be lower on 3,300 in the slot. Give me some Dortch. Hey, we can have a little Brissett. Oh my God! I'm so excited over this game. You don't understand. And I do think Christian McCaffrey is a very interesting guy. And I do want to pay up for Mr. McCaffrey. So now, and this is what I was saying for a game when I have this. So I got one stack here that I have Mr. Brissett, Mr. Marks, Mr. Brown, Mr. Njigma, Mr. Dortch, Mr. Wilson, Mr. McBride, Mr. McCaffrey, and the Broncos defense. So what I'm saying to you is, yes, Mr. McBride. I love Mr. McBride, one of my favorite tight end on the slate. I ain't going to overthink it. Mr. McBride can get you that 30. He can get you 40. I'm just saying he's going to have time this game. San Francisco's defense has been
cheeks.
And they've been ass cheeks. They have been terrible. So I love this game. People are not getting the respect. And I think when you can get two people for $1,100 that could give you 50 points, yes, please. Yes, please.
Are there any other type of cheeks, Willie?
Well, I would know. It's you got, but you got cheeks, but then when
you got cheeks,
tremendous, unimpressive, 500 Bertha butt kind of cheeks.
So who's the other play? Is it Jennings? Who is the other?
No. I think Jennings is, because if what's name is back this game, I think Jennings is in play.
Pearsall is back. Pearsall, I expect to play.
No. I'm not talking about Pearsall. I'm talking about the quarterback. It's Purdy is back.
Yes.
So what's the 1,100 that you're talking about?
Jacoby Brissett and McBride.
McBride.
Those two. Okay.
So they in 2 or 3 games they have hit over 50 points, and when you can get that kind of production from $1,100, that's
$11,000. Yeah.
$11,000. It's a great play.
All right, Tommy. Let me ask you about other plays. Do you like DeMercado? Do you like Michael Wilson? Do you like Pearsall? We're naming a lot of players. But they're not McCaffrey, they're not McBride. I mean, those guys are clearly the best.
Yeah, clearly the best. I'm not interested in chasing all the guys. If you're playing a stack, maybe you could consider them. Pearsall just coming back, Purdy just coming back. I think they're going to focus on McCaffrey. He's the easy button. I don't think you want Purdy back there just slinging a rock a whole bunch of times. And I don't think that's probably a good game plan for them. On the other side, I think Brissett's he's gonna find a way to get it to Wilson. He's gonna find a way to get it to Dortch. He's gonna move the ball around, get everybody involved. They're gonna try to run it some. They can run it on them, but I just don't know if they're gonna run it enough to make DeMercado like a fantasy, stud this week. He'll be okay if you're looking for 8 points.
Well, Swami, can we say you can cash with DeMercado, but you're not taking down a tournament?
Yeah, it's unlikely. I can't see the scenario with DeMercado's in a winner's line.
Guys, I want to ask about this question here. JS30 says McBride's a lock for sure. Do you do it? Is this a week so last week when I won pretty nice money on DraftKings, I had Kittle and I had McBride. Is this a 2 tight end week, or is this a 3 running back week, or is this a 4 receiver week? Swami, what are you doing?
Whatever it is, I don't think it's a 2 tight end week. I don't think it's 2 tight ends you can probably play this week, if unless you like Gadsden, as far as sealing, how we did last week. So I'm gonna say for me is either 4 wide receivers or 3 running backs.
Willie, what are you doing?
It's probably gonna be running backs, because I think the running backs are the running backs is going to be your value. You understand what I'm saying? So I got to get to my running backs, and I think then you get to the receivers there. But the running backs is going to be the value. So to me, it's going to be a 3 running back slate, and I agree, because I think the 2 tight end slate worked well last week, but not this week. Not this week.
All right, let's talk about the big game. And I'm not talking Kansas City, Denver. I'm talking Seattle and the Rams. 2 teams. Let me say this: Seattle stops the run real well. They're not so great against passing attacks. Rams rush the passer well, but the back end is kind of suspect. You've got the 2 best receivers arguably in the game right now. This is Ali Foreman. This is Rumble in the Jungle, right? This is the Thriller in Manila with Ali Frazier here between Puka and JSN, Willie. I don't know whether the problem is they're priced up so much. How do I get this game to work?
Well, see, I think you can, and this will be a game where I will go with like the 2 tight end, very right, 2 tight end sets if I'm getting these 2 receivers in. All right. I would go with this, because I to Swami's point, Higbee is in a great spot and he's 2,700. So this would be a guy that I would include in that stack with Puka. But this is why I like JSN, and Rich Hibar brought this up. Do you know that JSN is number 24 in routes, number 74 in routes run? He runs average 24 routes a game, but he is so efficient. You look at last week, he ran 11 routes, 5 or 6 for 93 yards. Listen, JSN will eat. And if you get 35 or 36 routes for JSN, you understand what I'm saying? This is what I'm talking about, a guy that can have 170 yards and 10 catches, for 2 touchdowns or something like that. This is where I'm talking about one of those guys that could go for 40, could go for 38, 39 points. What I'm saying, I think JSN is in a great spot in this game. I love JSN in this game, and I'm going to have some JSN in this game. That's why I'm going to be paying down their back, because I love JSN in this spot, going against Rams. Plus, it's indoors. I think, like you said, they're going to be throwing the ball. When they throw the ball, Doc, what happens? If you're not doing a lot of running, what happens? The clock goes long. You know what I mean?
Right.
You have
more plays.
More plays. You follow what I'm saying? So
that's why Carolina games stink, because they run the ball so much the clock bleeds.
Right.
And the game is over by 3:48.
Yes, so that's what I'm saying. So I think this game will be different because of their strength is passing. So I think JSN is a very interesting play.
What about, Willie, before I get to Swami, Rashid Shaheed? Is he in play this week?
I can't get to Rashid. I can't get to him yet.
Okay.
No, thank you on that one.
All right, Swami, talk to me about this game here. Talk to me about JSN. Talk to me about Puka. You're setting 20 lineups. Are you putting this group in any?
Definitely. If they were priced a little bit more favorably, they would be a lock button. Their price is the only thing that makes it a little bit challenging. It'll be by far the game that I think will probably be the most interesting at 4, probably one of the most interesting ones on the entire slate. If y'all remember I want to say 9 last year, JSN hit them up for almost what Willie said. I think he had like a $180. He had about 10 catches and 2 touchdowns. So he hit him for a 40 burger. I don't know if Walls was referencing that or if he was just, putting them on that this week. And we know what Puka can do. He didn't get a chance to do it in that game. I think he might have got injured or something, but we know what he can do. We know how they like to focus and feature him, and then his good buddy on the other side that's been eating a little bit. I don't know what that was about, Doc, but I seen him go down and grab his back, and there was no contact. I told Willie I didn't like that at all. I think I'm staying away from Devontae this week, and he's been decent, but I did not like that.
What if King to Icon is right here, Swami? That Darnold on the road, no thank you. Stafford against the defense, he'll see pressure. Could this game fail expectations?
I don't see it, Doc. I don't think it can happen this week. I hear you on where we going with this. I think this is a big game for both teams. I think this is going to feel like a big game. I think this is going to be more like a playoff type preview type of game. They're going to bring it, I think, from the opening bell. I could see where, it could involve the kickers a little bit, but it's nothing about I don't see it. I'm not getting that feeling from this game. I'm thinking this game is going to be points. I think Vegas would agree. I think they were at 48.5, Doc.
Yep.
I don't know if it went up, but I like this game a lot.
Hey, how many times do you see with these two good defenses, Doc, with a point total of 48? You understand?
I know, because I think these defenses are not as good as people think they are. They're good, but they're not great.
Right. But you follow what I'm saying? And these guys, and what we're saying is, see, this is what I like about these receivers here. These receivers get targets. You understand what I'm saying? They are not going to get 3, 4, 5. They get targets. They are and these guys are weak. But what kind of routes the JSN run is not what the Rams cover well. You understand? No. So they could block it up. I'm just telling you. That's why I said, listen. I love the Pittsburgh game, but I think this will be the game that, because of the prices and because of the points, that you might get a little back and forth, a competitive game, and then all of a sudden you got a game that's going nuts. I've seen it.
If Puka puts up 20 Let's say he goes 9 for 99. Doesn't get the $100. Doesn't get the 100-yard. Puka.
You lose.
You lose.
Yeah, you lose. That's
Right.
what makes it a great play, a great GPP play, because that's it. It could go that way.
Same thing with JSN. JSN could go 9 for 99.
Agreed.
But I want to point out to the person who talked about Mr. Donald that Mac Jones threw for 342 yards and 319 yards in his 2 games against them, and for 5 touchdowns. I think Donald can maybe do a little something. If you can give Mac Jones damn near 700 yards and 5 touchdowns, I would put my money on Donald to do a little something.
All right, we got a couple more games to get to.
This is one last thing. JSN has been so good this year. He's 200 yards more than every other receiver. Everybody keep thinking it's a receiver for Cincinnati, but no, this guy has been the best receiver in the game this year.
And the offense has had a lot of big plays. It is not like they're getting a lot of support from the running backs. Yes, Charbonnet's probably running it in when they get inside the 5, but between the 20s, they're not getting a bunch of big plays out the running game.
And if you get JSN 36 targets, 36 routes, JSN could go for 200 in this game. That's my whole point. I'm saying.
No, you are right. The boom bust. This has boom written all over. Right.
And it could bust too, but hey, that's how we win. Either we're gonna take it down or we're gonna take it down early. We'll be out, So but I like that. I like it because we don't know, and that's what will scare people away from this game.
Kansas City plays Denver. It's a low-scoring game, guys. But Pacheco is out. Is it Kelsey? Rashee Rice? Is it RJ Harvey's cheap? Is there anything in here, Swami, that you can get behind?
Sutton.
All right.
That's about it for me. I mean, Rice, because of the targets that he's getting. I think Worthy, because of his price, it just feels like that's kind of cheap for a guy that we know can hit a couple of home run balls, but he hasn't quite, shown you anything. Kelsey, I don't think he's going to necessarily do that. I mean, it's going to be volume. I don't think they're going to throw it that much. No, I mean,
how are you not going to throw it that much? Who are you going to run it with?
I just don't. I mean, as far as targeting him, I just don't think when they playing in Denver, Kansas City looks more like Oklahoma City.
Oklahoma City's looking pretty good in the NBA. Let me just tell you that. But I'm with you.
In the NFL, they don't look as good in Denver. So I don't know, Doc. I'm kind of cautious. It's the yellow flag for this game.
Hey, listen, I understand what you said about Harvey. Interesting guy, but I probably play Steve Harvey over this Harvey in this game right here. Over.
Wait, hold on a second. You don't think Harvey catches 4 passes?
Yeah, he could do that.
Does he go 4 for 30?
Okay.
Does he run for 40?
Okay.
You got no J.K. Slobbins there.
Okay. I'm with you so far. So we got 40.
Could he slip into the end zone?
He could. Listen,
17 points if he slips in the end zone.
Listen, he's a GPP play at that price, okay, and he's going to get it all for once, and he's got talent. So I'm not, I might have to revisit this on. He will be the only guy I will have interest in this game.
Okay, that's why we ask these questions.
ETN 8, Gibbs 7, Genty 4. I won't even mention Bill Crosby.
Yeah, but those guys don't catch passes. Those guys don't catch passes except for Gibbs.
All right,
Bill Crosby can't.
He didn't count. I didn't mention him. Doc. He don't count. He don't count. That's the guy.
ETN has seen one catch all year. Trevor Lawrence can't connect.
But the catches was just 3 for 40. That's just so we add 7 to 3, 4. I mean, we are 12.
My job is to ask the questions. All right.
Yes, sir.
Baltimore against Cleveland. Ooh, Willie's already saying no, thank you to this one. But Rashad Bateman is out. Is Is Mark Andrews in play because of that? It's hard to run on Cleveland. So maybe Derrick Henry is an okay play, not great. Does Lamar, but we think that Baltimore is going to win this game. Are you telling me that Lamar doesn't throw the 2 touchdowns and one goes to Andrews?
I'm not saying that, but I mean, Baltimore, they listen. I don't think they're going to get pushed, is what I'm saying. Baltimore's defense is back to being Baltimore's defense. They're healthy and they're getting better every week. You can see it. You can see they getting that Baltimore kick. And even though I will say this, Cleveland has been a house of horrors for Baltimore. Baltimore hasn't fared greatly in Cleveland. I mean, so I think it's a divisional game. Baltimore's going to win, but I'm just saying, I think it's
an ugly game.
Yeah, it's just like one of those East battles that I'm not going to have any part of it. No, thank you on this game right here. I'll let Swami have it.
Swami, you're my resident Raven reporter. What are you seeing?
I'm coming to you live from Owens Mills, Maryland. Let me tell you this, Doc. Not just no, but hell no. There's nothing to see here. Keep it moving. Ravens defense maybe in play. If you want to take a chance with anybody, maybe one of the Cleveland tight ends, even Judy at that price, but it's just not enough. It's going to be an ugly game. It's going to be an AFC North scrap. Baltimore's definitely going to win. I just don't know if it's going to be, 20-6 or 27.
Could be 27-13, something but discussion.
Yeah, but it's not going to be.
That's being kind to Cleveland.
Yeah, not pretty tough.
All right, Willie Walls, $100 bill coming your way. Stack of the week, my friend.
My stack of the week is Brissett. It's going to be McBride, Dortch, and running back with McCaffrey.
Swami?
He's such a rascal.
I know I took his stuff. I know that's why I was.
Doc, he is Bush League. I'm talking cheap joke there, boy. Wow. Just low down. Anyway, Doc, I'm thinking I'm gonna go with the Minnesota game. Then I feel like I'm gonna let you have the Pittsburgh game, Doc. I feel like I want to go Jefferson. I want to go JJ and TJ, and then maybe bring it back with not Love. I thought maybe bring it back with a Doomsday.
Interesting. I like a Doomsday. I like it. All right, King to Icon says Mahomes, Rice, and the Chiefs defense. I'm going to give you the Captain Obvious one. I'm going to go Bengals onslaught. Flacco, Chase Brown, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, and a little Jalen Warren. I'm just going all in. If it hits, it hits.
Just Warren coming back. Nobody else.
What, you want me to throw in Calvin Austin too?
No. I'm just asking. I didn't know if you would.
Yeah, just Warren. I
like it.
I think I'm just going to throw in because listen, there's no other running back there. They're not going to Yoshevas and they're not going to Noah Fant. So give me the 3 dudes who are the best players, and I'll put my hopes and dreams and my daughter's college tuition on it.
All right. But that's got to be Flacco going for about 350, right? And 5 or 350 and 4. Okay.
Right. It's got to be a 350 and 4 where 2 goes to Chase, 1 goes to Higgins. Chase Brown runs 1 in. I mean, you're going to have to do something like that. Otherwise, we
maybe catch 1, right? Maybe catch 1. And yeah. Okay.
All right. Cheap bastard play, Willie.
My cheap bastard play of the week, to me, it will be Mr. Dortch in the slot going against the 49ers at 3,300. Everybody will be on Mr. Wilson. And I think Mr. Dortch can have let me give it a 7 catch, 70 yards, and a tutty. And at 3,300, that will get you where you
7 for 7. Now, is San Francisco really bad against the slot receivers?
If you, I think against the slot, that's how you beat him. instead of the outside. So I like the slot better. So
Wow.
that's why I
So
like
George goes 7 for 70. And it's Huddy? You're winning. You're taking it down. All right, Swami, who's your cheap bastard play of the week?
Clearly, my favorite cheap bastard is Willie Walls. But he definitely spent a little money this week on Evie was getting that reefer from. And he was
First of all, I
smoking.
never smoked that in my life ever.
You smoking something, talking to these 7 for 70 you take that from almost anybody. Anyway, you think he'll have that kind of game? Nice.
I think he's catching at least 5 balls for 50.
He's catching at least 5 balls.
He's catching at least 5 balls.
Doc, I think if Adams isn't a full go, and even if he's out there and he's slowed down a little bit, I like the spot Higby's in the game that we think is going to be some points. I think he could be one of these. He could be sneaking at 2,700. There's something about that price that I really like. But other than that, the one guy who I haven't talked about the last couple of weeks, but he's been still coming on, and that's that Tez Johnson. I still keep an eye on him. I think he's continuing to make himself relevant in that offense. But my cheap asset is going to be Higbee.
Tez Johnson cost me a lot of money last week.
Ouch.
He was. I had a 3-leg parlay, and I needed him to get like 44.5 yards, and he had 42.
Oh.
It was like $50 would have paid $330 or something ridiculous like that. Something good.
Wow.
All right. My cheap bastard play is Jonnu Smith. I think people are looking at Calvin Austin. I get it. But I think a Pittsburgh tight end needs to step up. We haven't heard Jonnu's name in a while. Maybe we hear it this week. All right. Balls to the walls call from Willie Walls. What you got?
It's a guy who y'all kind of poo-pooed on me. You wonder how many lineups he was going to be in. I love Woody Marks this week. I love Woody. I'm
not poo-pooing him. I'm fine with him. I just want you to make sure that he's good.
Hold on. Let me give you something else. You said balls, but let me give you one that's even more ballsier than that. Give me likely for a tutty in this game at 3,000 going against the Browns.
All right. King to Icon says Josh Allen 4 passing touchdowns, 2 to Knox. Stranger things have happened. Swami.
Swami says, I'm so disappointed that he would give somebody a starting running back as a balls to the walls call with a great matchup that we already talked about.
When you talking about him, he was poo-poo.
It's so Bush League, Doc. It's unbelievably bad.
But I gave likely.
Yeah, and then you went to the other extreme, like the other.
Go ahead, Swami. Let's go. Stop delaying. No delay.
Yeah, you talked about me last week and he went for 14. So please, I mean, I would really want if my balls and walk are still Dortch. I love Dortch. Dortch is my favorite play.
Doc, I'm gonna go back to Judy. I mentioned Judy a little bit. I think they'll have to throw the ball. I think you'll be able to get something in garbage time. Just see if Judy can't get. I'm going to go with Wall said 7 catches for 70 yards and a touchdown.
Permar says Ricky Pearsall. Nice. I am going to go, if I don't play Jacoby Brissett or Joe Flacco or Aaron Rodgers, and I'm planning on playing all 3 of them, my 4th guy is the visionary shock of the week, J.J. McCarthy. I think
It's not crazy, Doc. That's a good call.
I think if people don't want to play him after what we saw last week. And I think, and I'll give you another one. Somebody mentioned earlier, Quinshon Judkins. Anybody who stinks the week before doesn't always stink the next week.
Oh, you said who?
Judkins and McCarthy and Judkins.
That Ravens defense. That Ravens defense.
Judkins got to beat me.
I'm just telling you. Listen, when a guy, Judkins was everybody's favorite play last week, and he crapped the bed. Doesn't happen twice in a row in the NFL.
I know, but he's going against the Ravens.
That is exactly why he's scoring a touchdown.
Okay, well, okay, I'll give you a touchdown, but he ain't get much more than that.
I mean, I'm not saying he's generational. I'm just saying 80 and a touchdown.
Okay.
Well, if he gets 80 and a touchdown, I will be shocked.
Oh, wait. I have another one. Sean Tucker. Sean Tucker scores.
Now there you go.
Okay, yeah.
I can see that because his carries has been he's out carried Rachaad White in his last game.
Sean Tucker on FanDuel. I'm locking him in right now. I don't know what he is, but I'm locking him in.
What's his price on FanDuel?
I'm going to check it right now because I'm not playing him on DK.
That's a good. I like Tucker.
No, see, Tucker's I like that.
Tucker's 5,200. Oh man, that's a steal. They're handing me money.
Yeah, because I don't mind Tucker because Tucker can play, but he don't catch a damn ball.
He could have 2 touchdowns. He could have
no. I said he don't catch a ball.
No, I know. He could have 2 rushing touchdowns.
No, I'm not saying I'm not saying that. I'm just saying he just don't catch no pass. Yeah,
I hear you.
So that's why if you were playing FanDuel, will be the play to play him.
Right.
McConkey, Abuka, London. Don't forget them while we talking about paying, and Jefferson. Don't forget them while we talk about paying up, and then Dottle, Warren, and I'm gonna say don't forget Cooks and Jacobs when you building as well. And every week this A train and I'm gonna say Mr. McCaffrey. They show you every week that yeah, JT might be running away with probably the offensive player of the year and the MVP, but we're still here. And so they're letting you know and they're making a case. So I keep them in mind as well.
Trevor piped in. What did Trevor say? Vikings averaged 6 yards per carry last week against the Ravens, and they refused to run. The fact that Judkins sucks last week bothers me to the point where I want to play him. I'm just throwing it out there. I trust in Trevor. Just throwing it out there.
Listen, I got it. I mean, the person I got to take a look at, I will look at it will be the running back for Denver. You know, I got to take a look at him. If he's going to get it all, I think.
Look at him closely.
Yeah, I think Harvey could be. You know, I will play him over Jenkins because I know he catches the ball.
Agree. Totally agree with that. All right, we are out of here tonight. Tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. from 7 to 10 a.m. Eastern, I will be doing SiriusXM Fantasy Sports Radio. Tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern, any given entry, I will be hosting with Justin and Trustin Trevor. Hopefully we'll be making it. Doing overtime tomorrow. And then Sunday morning in the Discord at drroto.com. You won't want to miss it. Check us out there. All right? For Willie Walls and the Great Swame Odell Blocker, this is Dr. Roto saying be well and
take care.
Thanks for stopping by the office. Get your fantasy prescription by subscribing to the channel and checking out drroto.com. And until the next visit, be well and take care.